Now we move to the next part of our video, which talks about while and when. What do we mean by while and when? While and when are two linking words. What do we mean by linking words? Linking words, we have a sentence and we have a sentence, another sentence. Linking words, they simply link the two sentences together. Sentence number one, sentence number two, and then we use while to link them or when to link them. So, while and when are two linking words. Let's study, but they link past continuous and past simple tense. How do they do this? Let's study these examples. The first one, while I was working in the garden, I hurt my hand. While and was working. Take a look at the tense that comes after while. While was working. While was working. So, in the garden, I hurt my hand. What do you understand from this? Let's see the next example. I met my friends while I was walking home. Again, take a look at while and what comes after while. Was walking. While was working. While was walking. What do you understand from this? While is followed by the past continuous tense, which simply took this duration, the time duration. It stresses the time. Here, was working takes time, and then here it's a shorter time. So this is past continuous and this is past simple. Take a look at this diagram. Here this is an action and this is another action. Was working is an action here in the continuous. The action that takes a longer time, put it in the past continuous after while. And then the action that takes shorter duration, shorter time, use it in the past simple tense because it interrupted here. While I was working in the garden, I hurt my hand. While I was working in the garden, I hurt my hand. So this is past continuous and this is past simple tense. Here, I met my friends while I was walking home. Let's see the rule. While and then past continuous and then past simple. The next one, past simple here and then while in the middle of my sentence and then followed by past continuous. So if while came in the beginning of my sentence or in the middle of my sentence, it should be followed by past continuous. While was working, past continuous. Here while in the middle of my sentence and also was walking, past continuous. Let's move to here before. Suppose that the two actions happen in the same time. Nothing interrupted the other. Here, continuous, continuous. I was reading. While I was reading, my mom was cooking. While I was reading, my mom was cooking. So nothing interrupted the other. So put your two actions in the past continuous tense. While I was reading, my mom was cooking. While I was reading, my mom was cooking. Here, two past continuous sentences. The last part of our video discusses when. She was cooking lunch when the phone rang. When and then rang. When and then rang. Here, from this sentence, we understand that when is followed by past simple tense. Past continuous plus when plus past simple tense. let's move to the last part of our video, which is time for practice. Number 1, I'm going to finish the first 3 sentences and then I leave the rest of the sentences for you to finish as a homework. Number 1, when the postman and here arrived, my father had a shower. This is an action and this is another action. Ask yourself, which takes longer duration? Arrive or have a shower? You are correct, have a shower. So have a shower, put it in the past continuous. What about this? Here, this will tell you what to do. When the postman, when is followed by past simple tense. So when the postman arrived. My father, this is, takes longer duration, was having. Let's move to example number 2. While, and we already know while is followed by which tense? While my brother, and then study. My grandma made some muffins. This sentence is which one? I think it's number 2. My brother study. My brother study. My grandma make some muffin. So here, and I have in the beginning of my sentence while. So both actions, study and make, are going to be past continuous. Here, my brother was studying, and the second action as well, past continuous, was making. Because simply, my brother is in his room